You ever feel like you're drowning in tasks, constantly switching between them, but barely making any progress? Well, in today's fast-paced world, full of distractions, the secret to unlocking your productivity might just be the opposite of what you think. So get ready to discover how single tasking can transform your life, boost your efficiency, and help you accomplish more by doing less. Hi, I'm Ryan Johnson from coachingoverflow.co, the place where we pour into the lives of impact-driven coaches so that you can feel happy, healthy, and wealthy, and then overflow into the lives of your clients. Now, because we tend to have so much going on these days, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that doing more things at once will help you achieve your goals faster. But what if I told you there's a better, more efficient way to boost your productivity? Well, in this video, we're going to dive deep into the world of single tasking, also known as model tasking, and explore why focusing on one task at a time can actually help you accomplish more. So it's time to say goodbye to the chaos of multitasking and get ready to unlock the secret of turbocharging your productivity. Okay, so let's dive into the world of multitasking and debunk some of the myths surrounding it. So just to make sure that we're on the same page, let's define multitasking. So basically, multitasking is the act of performing multiple tasks simultaneously or rapidly switching between tasks. So if we're being honest, many of us believe that multitasking is the key to efficiency, and we think we can magically do more in less time. But let's face it, we're not magicians, and multitasking can often create an illusion of effectiveness. And we may feel like we're getting more done, but in reality, we're just bouncing back and forth between tasks without making significant progress in any of them. And if you're anything like me, I used to think the fact that I could multitask effectively was a badge of honor. But countless research has shown that multitasking can actually do more harm than good. For instance, studies have found that multitasking can reduce focus and productivity. So when we switch between tasks, our brains need time to refocus, which can reduce our overall productivity by up to 40%. So imagine you're working on an important report, but at the same time, you're constantly checking your email and replying to messages, and each time you switch between tasks, your brain has to refocus, causing you to lose valuable time and ultimately delaying the completion and possibly the quality of your report. Multitasking also increases stress and cognitive overload. So juggling multiple tasks can lead to increased stress levels and put a strain on our cognitive resources, making it difficult to process information and make decisions effectively. So let's say that you're on a conference call while simultaneously trying to update a spreadsheet and respond to instant messages from your colleagues. So juggling all these tasks at once can easily become overwhelming, leaving you feeling stressed and mentally drained. So listen, if you're constantly feeling overwhelmed during your day, the root cause could be that you're multitasking. And finally, multitasking negatively impacts the quality of your task and learning. So when we multitask, our attention is divided, resulting in a decline in the quality of our work and our ability to learn and retain new information. So picture yourself attending an online class while also browsing Instagram and taking notes at the same time. So that constant switching of attention between tasks can lead to a decline in the quality of your notes and hinder your ability to actually understand and retain the course material. So despite what we may think, multitasking isn't really the productivity powerhouse that we make it out to be. Now that we've debunked some myths about multitasking, it's time to discover the power of single tasking. So, what is single tasking? Well, as the name suggests, single tasking is the practice of focusing on one task at a time, giving it your full attention and energy until it's complete. So you might be wondering, how does single tasking lead to better productivity? Well, there are several reasons. Number one, improve focus and concentration. So when you single task, you eliminate distractions and allow your brain to fully engage with the task at hand. And this heightened focus leads to more effective and efficient work. Number two, enhance work quality and efficiency. So by dedicating your attention to one task at a time, you can produce higher quality work and complete tasks more quickly than when multitasking. And then number three, greater satisfaction and reduced stress. So single task allows you to immerse yourself in your work and enjoy the satisfaction of completing tasks, which can ultimately lead to reduced stress levels. So let me share a personal story of when I truly understood the impact single tasking can have on satisfaction and reducing stress. So I have two sons who are always on 10. And I found that whenever I try to get work done while also trying to give them my attention, I'm more easily agitated and my fuse is just a little bit shorter. So my cheat code is, if I start feeling that agitation, it's a trigger for me to make a decision. Either put my work away and give my boys my full attention, or explain to them that daddy needs to get this done right now so that they can actually have my undivided attention when it's all complete. Now, this might sound very simple, but it's incredibly effective. So yes, as a recovering multitasker, I'm pushing the benefits of single tasking, but don't just take my word for it. There's scientific research to back up the benefits of single tasking. See, studies on cognitive processing and attention have shown that our brains are not wired to effectively handle multiple tasks at once. In fact, focusing on one task at a time allows us to actually process information more efficiently and make better decisions. So check this out. In another study, researchers tested 300 Michigan State students on their ability to persevere through interruptions while taking a computer test. And the interruptions came in the form of pop-ups that required the students to enter a code. And in one case, the interruption lasted a little more than 4 seconds. And in another, the interruption was only 2.8 seconds. Now, with a 2.8 second interruption, the students made double the errors when they returned to the test. With the 4.4 second interruption, the error rate quadrupled. So it's clear that single tasking can help you with increased focus, improved work quality, and a greater sense of satisfaction, ultimately contributing to your success and your well-being. Now that you understand the power of single tasking, let's explore 3 practical strategies that you can put into action in order to embrace this approach and boost your productivity. So first off, prioritize tasks and set goals. So start by identifying and ranking your tasks based on their importance and urgency, and determine which tasks require your immediate attention and tackle those first. And then set clear, achievable goals for each task. So breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps can make it easier to focus and make progress. Then use time management techniques. So use time blocking or the Pomodoro technique to dedicate specific blocks of time to individual tasks. And this will help you concentrate on one task at a time and make the most of your available time. So for more on these techniques, check out my video on dealing with overwhelm. Also, schedule regular breaks and manage distractions by setting specific times for checking email, social media, or other potential interruptions. And this will allow you to maintain focus during your dedicated work periods. Lastly, develop a single tasking mindset. So cultivate mindfulness and focus by practicing techniques like meditation or deep breathing. See, these practices can help you train your brain to stay present and fully engaged in the task at hand. And recognize the triggers that lead you to multitask, such as incoming notifications or the urge to check social media, and address them by creating a work environment that minimizes distractions and encourages focus. Now I'm going to share my personal technique that I've adopted that has been incredibly effective. So now when I start my day, I brain dump every task that needs to get done, big and small. And I put these in a document. And I happen to use Notion.so for this, and so you can check in the description for a link. But you can use anything that allows you to move the task out of your head so that you can think clearly. And then from that brain dump list, I identify the individual tasks that I can get done in 10 minutes or less, such as responding to emails or paying bills. And I typically set aside an hour or so to take care of that collection of miscellaneous 10-minute tasks so that they don't slip through the cracks or bog me down during the day. Then, from my brain dump list, I select 3 tasks that need to get done no matter what during the day. And as much as possible, I try to make sure that these are tasks that will actually move the needle in my business versus tasks that aren't really impactful. And then I time block those tasks so that they have a set, uninterrupted time in my day. For instance, creating this video has its own distraction-free time that I assign so that I can stay in a creative flow when I'm making it. So, by incorporating strategies like these into your day, you can actually embrace single tasking and unlock its true potential for boosting your productivity. Now, if any of these ideas resonate with you and you plan to actually give them a try, let me know in the comments below. You might just be surprised by how much more you can accomplish when you decide to single task. In addition to boosting productivity, in my opinion, one of the greatest advantages of single tasking is that it helps you become more present and mindful. So let's explore this often overlooked benefit with a couple of examples. So think about when you're really engaged in creative work such as painting or writing, or really any activity that you truly enjoy. See, single tasking allows you to immerse yourself in the process and foster a state of flow, unlocking your full creative potential. Now, this state of flow is a mental state in which you become completely absorbed in an activity, experiencing a heightened sense of focus and engagement and enjoyment. It is often described as being in the zone or losing yourself in your work to the point that work can feel almost effortless. So that's often when we produce our best work. Now, one more example of how single tasking can promote mindfulness is in relationships. So imagine you're having a conversation with your partner or your friend, and at the same time, you're scrolling through social media or texting or checking emails. Well, this kind of multitasking sends a message that the other person's thoughts and feelings aren't as important as what's happening on your phone. Now, when you're not fully present and attentive during a conversation, you might miss important cues or information which can lead to misunderstandings or feelings of being unheard or undervalued. Now, this can eventually erode trust and connection in your relationship. But by practicing single tasking and being fully present during conversations, you show the other person that you genuinely care about their thoughts and feelings and well-being. And this active listening can foster better communication and understanding and grow your relationships. So I challenge you, the next time that you're engaged in a conversation, no matter who it's with, try putting away your phone or other distractions and give your full attention to the person that you're talking to. And you'll probably notice a positive shift in the quality of your interactions and the strength of your relationships. Just remember that trying to multitask might feel like you're a master juggler, but more often than not, it's like juggling with one hand tied behind your back. You'll eventually drop the ball. By embracing single tasking, we can untie that hand and truly maximize our productivity and our overall well-being. So, give some of the single tasking strategies that I mentioned a try and see the difference that it makes in your life. And I'd love to hear how it's working for you, so be sure to share your experiences and any insights that you have inside of the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for similar content. And until next time, keep pouring into your life so that you can overflow into others.